BBC WM
yes.
95.
That was close. Thank God there's a professional in the building, and it's not me. We nearly didn't broadcast at all. I could have crashed the station after only handling the wheel for 30 seconds. Thank you, technical boffins. Stick around for the next 2 hours. This could get rather bumpy. Let's get the news. Here's Charlotte Harriman.
A British backpacker who posed topless for photographs on the summit of a mountain in Malaysia has been fined more than £800 and sentenced to 3 days in prison. But because Eleanor Hawkins, who's 23, has been in jail since Tuesday, she's expected to walk free. She was among 4 people charged with causing a public nuisance after some Malaysians said their behaviour had angered mountain spirits and triggered an earthquake. Her father, Tim Hawkins, says he was relieved by the court's decision.
I'm grateful that the Malaysian authorities reached this decision. Ellen knows what she did was wrong and disrespectful, and she is deeply sorry for any offence she's caused to the Malaysian people. We now look forward to having her back home, but we do not know when this will be, as we have no contact from the High Consulate in Kuala Lumpur yet and have not spoken to Ellie.
The head teacher of a Wolverhampton school has been suspended after an allegation that a student was allowed to sit an exam the night before his classmates. Parents have raised questions about exam conduct at Morton School in Bushbury. It's alleged a pupil was allowed to sit a test the night before the rest of his class because he was due to go on holiday. The school says head teacher Carl Williams has been suspended without prejudice while an independent investigation takes place. Network Rail recorded 818 separate escalator faults at Birmingham New Street Station in 2013 and 14. That's 68 faults a month and at least 2 every day. The company say the problems are due to a fault of a key component of the escalators, and they're working with the manufacturers to rectify the problem. The Taliban, who have given their blessing to a former Warwickshire batsman who is now coaching the Afghanistan national cricket team. Andy Moles has been working in Kabul for 10 months and says the hardline Islamic organisation believes the sport is a unifying force. He's told BBC WM that players in the team have become national heroes.
They're idolised by many of the public. They're held as demigods almost. And a lot of the youngsters play cricket in the streets as they see that's their way to get out of the hard zones where they find themselves living at the moment.
And the funeral of the former Liberal Democrat leader Charles Kennedy has been taking place near his home outside Fort William in the Scottish Highlands. Mr Kennedy died last week at the age of 55 after a long battle with alcohol. Taking a look at the weather, warm and humid with hazy sunshine and the potential for some thunderstorms. Highs of 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Very wet tonight with some long spells of heavy rain, dipping down to 12 degrees Celsius, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. And the weekend much cooler tomorrow with more heavy rain, highs of 16 degrees Celsius, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy and cool on Sunday with more rain as well. That's your news for the West Midlands. It's now 3 minutes past 2.
Good afternoon.
Friday afternoons with Iain Lee
On BBC WM 95.6.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
Afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much to Caroline. When I came in, it felt very, very close. It felt very close. And it was exciting because it means there's going to be a massive storm at some point. Bring it on. Oh. Come on, guys, come on. There's nothing better than being in bed with the rain lashing against the window and thunderbolt and lightning very, very frightening me going off. Is there no better? Well, actually, yesterday was Winnie's birthday. Who Winnie? She called her to show. I can't remember her age. I'm going to say 90 until it's been corrected. So the whole show today, dear listener, is dedicated to Winnie. It's Winnie's show. If she phones up at any point and says, I don't like that, I want more of this, less of this, and a bit more of that, then it happens. She's not just the producer. She's not just the station boss. No, she's the producer and the station boss, actually. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. And we're going to celebrate. Everybody that phones up has to wish Winnie a happy birthday. I know it was yesterday. And also, we're going to write a virtual birthday present list for her. I'm giving her a car. Have to say, for legal reasons, not actually giving her a car. But if I were to be giving her a present, it would be a car. 03453 009956. What virtual present are you going to give Winnie, who we think was 90 yesterday? On a lighter note, have you ever seen a celebrity while you've been eating or they've been eating? It's got to be, can't be drinking, it's got to be eating. Can we get a celebrity menu, please? 03453 009956 is the phone number. 81333, start your text WM. Oh, and you can call up about any old nonsense. You know the rules, guys. Thank you. Here's someone who knows the rules. He learnt them and then forgot them and ripped up the rule book as he was doing it. It's Lionel Richie. And when I say he was doing it all night long. I really try and be a DJ and I can't pull it off.
Well, my friends, the time has come. Raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. All night long, all night, all night long, all night, all night long, all night, all night long. Oh yeah. People dancing all in the street. See the rhythm all in their feet. Life is good, wild and sweet. Let the music play on, play on, play on. Feel it in your heart and feel it in your soul. Let the music take control. We're going to party, climbing, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing my song. All night long. Oh, all night long. Yes, all night long. Yeah, all night long. Yeah, once you get started, you can't sit down. Come join the fun, it's a merry-go-round. Everyone's dancing their troubles away. Come join our party, see how we play. Sambolite se te moja, yeah, jambo jambo, wait to party, oh we going, oh jambo la. Sambolite se te moja, yeah, jambo jambo. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a party, yeah. All night long, all night, all night long. All night, all night long, all night, all night long. Everyone you meet, they're jamming in the street all night long. Yeah, I said, everyone you meet, they're jamming in the street all night long.
I'm rocking out to Lionel Richie, man. I'm rocking out.
Feel good.
Careful, don't sing along with the song. It makes you sound like Steve Wright, and that's... Nobody wants to sound like Steve Wright, particularly Steve Wright. Good afternoon, Iain Lee, BBC WM 95.6. You know the rules, but for the new listeners, and boy, oh boy, we're getting new listeners all the time. Who'd have thunk it? I sit here and I throw some bits and pieces out. You can call in about anything you want. This isn't like any other radio phone-in show where there is an agenda in it. Oh, no. You can call in about any old tosh. Honestly, the standards here are, like, way low. That's why we let Nick come on every week. That's your cue to talk, Nick. Nick? Nick's not there. Let's try again. Nick?
Hello, mate.
We're flipping. Where were you?
You weren't on my phone.
I was on the phone, mate. Where were you?
I was listening on the radio, ready to turn it down.
Well, you obviously... So hang on. So I was on the phone and you weren't there.
Yeah, I was saying hello, but I got you on the radio, so there was no feedback.
Hello.
You can't say hello to the radio. Oh. Nick.
T-G-I-I-L-F.
Thank God it's Iain Lee on Friday. Nick, before this conversation progresses, there is something you have to say.
Happy birthday, Winnie.
Ladies and gentlemen, the whole show is dedicated to Winnie. Happy birthday, Winnie. What are you going to buy Winnie? Metaphorically speaking, for those who don't get it, for her birthday, what's your present for her?
I'm going to treat Winnie to a world cruise.
Oh, mate, Winnie, so far you've got a car, it's only a Nissan, and a world... Let's just jot all this down, because this is... so, a car and a world cruise from Nick. Beautiful, Nick. Thank you, mate.
Can I carry on now?
Yeah, you can now, mate. Yeah, we've done the formalities.
Don't stop smiling.
Sorry?
From 2 o'clock,
What?
there's a big smile comes on my face.
What?
And it doesn't go till 4 o'clock. And you want to know about seeing people when you're out?
Anybody else feeling slightly uncomfortable at this? Was that a poem?
No, I'm just bushing you up a bit, you know.
Don't you dare buff me up. There are laws against... We're not allowed to do that at the BBC anymore. Yeah, go on. So the big question of the day is, have you ever seen a celebrity either while you've been eating or they've been eating?
Yes.
Thanks for calling. Oh, no, hang on a second. There's a second question. Tell me more.
Charles Aznavour.
Oh, ladies.
Round the corner from you.
We have gone in big. We've gone in big. Charles Aznavour, was he eating?
Yeah, in Chinese, round the corner from you.
What did Charles Aznavour, what was he ramming down his throat?
Well, I won't stay on him while he's eating. That's rude. But
oh, come on, man.
I give him a wave and he gives me a wave back.
I wouldn't have a clue what Charles Aznavour looked like.
He's a little old French bloke.
Well, that narrows it down to about 60 million. I've got no idea how many...
Christopher Lee, yesterday.
Oh.
They usually die on a Friday.
Yeah.
Our man, Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Here's
the thing. Christopher Lee, of course, died a few hours after Ron Moody. So Ron Moody's death...
And a big up for Ron Moody as well.
Big up for Ron Moody.
I played Oliver in school, funny enough.
I played Christopher Lee's double in a film, funnily enough.
Well.
I was with Christopher Lee, this is absolutely true, the first time he ever tried Pepsi. Honestly, it's true. We were in Pakistan, it was really hot, and he went... And we were sitting there talking to him. Well, you can't now, but never when he was alive talk to Christopher Lee about Dracula. Hated talking about Dracula. But yet he was happy to talk about Scaramanga and Police Academy 5 Mission to Moscow. He wouldn't stop talking about Police Academy 5 Mission to Moscow. I was the first ever actor from England to deliver a speech entirely in Russian in Red Square in Moscow. Honestly, it's a true story. So we're sitting there, and I think we were actually talking about Police Academy 5, and he said to someone who was getting drinks, I'd like a Coca-Cola, please. And this lad came back a few minutes later and said, I'm really sorry, Chris, we haven't got any Coca-Cola, we've got Pepsi. And he took the bottle of Pepsi and he looked at it and I'll never forget, he looked at it and went, what is this Pepsi-Cola? And I went, Chris, it's just like Coca-Cola. Honestly, he said, I'm not sure if I'd like it. This is true. And I said, I think you'd like it, Chris. It's just like Coke. And he had it and he went, marvellous. That's one of my Christopher Lee stories. The second one is, I was on a bus, just me and him. He was stood in a pair of blue Y-fronts having a right old go at me, shouting at me, telling me off. It was wonderful, Nick.
Last question.
Yes, boss.
And then I've got to go. Have you got 3 nipples?
Thanks very much indeed. Terry's in Albury. Good afternoon, Terry.
Good afternoon. Happy birthday, Winnie.
Well done.
And Winnie's told me...
Yes.
It's your birthday today as well.
It's not my birthday today, no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Apology accepted. You missed it. It was on Tuesday, and I was sat at home all day waiting for your card, Terry, or your flowers, and it didn't arrive. Must have got lost in the post, eh?
You never get stuff I send.
No, well, no.
One of these, I'm going to come over there Friday, one of these Fridays, with a great big bunch of flowers and wave them at you through the window.
I'd rather you didn't, if that was at all
Okay, then
possible.
I won't.
What are you getting Winnie for her birthday, Terry?
Pardon?
What are you getting Winnie for her birthday?
Well, it's a bit late now, isn't it?
No, yeah, but play the game, Terry. We're not really, by the way, guys, we're not really giving her these things. I have to keep saying because we're the Beeb. What are you? I'm getting her a car. Nick's getting her a world the round cruise. What are you getting her?
Or shall I get her a diamond necklace?
There we go.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Yes, then that is hers. What have you got for us, Terry?
Well, I've had coffee with celebrities.
Now, hang on a second. Before we proceed,
Yeah.
were these celebrities actually eating anything?
Yes, yes.
Oh, then continue, because I can't have celebrities in their drinks. That's next week.
Well, I was working at the Hippodrome 1970, and I went to see a friend at Rackham's in the cafe.
Yes.
And coming down the escalator, at the bottom, Mike and Bernie Winters were there. They say, "Hello, Tel. Where's the cafe? We can't find it." So I said, "Oh, I've just come from there." "Come on then, Tel. Come with us."
Yeah.
So we went up and we had a cup of tea and a bit of cake.
What cake did Mike and Bernie Winters have?
Fruit cake.
There we go. Wouldn't they just, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I think it was a couple of years later, the Grand Hotel in Wolverhampton.
Yes.
Another friend worked there, so I went in to see him. And sitting up the corner were Peter Wingard,
Oh, yes.
Sue Lloyd, and Jess Conrad.
Blimey, that's a weird mix.
Yeah, they were all doing Dracula. And they said, "Oh, come on, Tel, come and have a coffee." But we only had coffee and biscuits then.
Biscuits count as food, Terry.
OK.
Thanks for calling.
You take care.
03453 009956.
Your WM in Sutton Coldfield.
Getting your thoughts all the week about what really matters to you if you live in Sutton.
BBC WM wants to shine the spotlight on you this summer.
That's the whole purpose behind Your WM, is us getting out and about.
We were Royal Sutton Coldfield and we're now in with Birmingham. Doesn't go down very well.
We want to hear about the stories that matter to you with outside broadcasts, live discussions and special events. Your life, your stories, your street. Your WM across the summer on BBC WM 95.6.
She tried to take me upstairs for a ride.
don't know why I'm fascinated by famous people eating. It's just been on my mind this week. It's an odd one, isn't it? I mean, there's no kind of great weight to it. I once had breakfast with... talk about Police Academy. Honestly, Christopher Lee would bang on about Police Academy 5, Mission to Moscow, all the flipping time. It was the weirdest thing. I once had breakfast with Steve Guttenberg from the Police... Mahoney from the Police Academy films. And there was just something weird about sitting there with Mahoney while he's... You know, he's from... What was the other film he did? Was he in Cocoon? Was Steve Guttenberg in Cocoon? I think he was in Cocoon. And there was just something weird about sitting there eating with this guy. Paul's in Erdington. Good afternoon, Paul.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Have you got
How
a message?
you doing?
I'm fine. Have you got a message for Winnie?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Her present is sharing my racing greyhound.
Hey, nice one, mate.
There you go.
I like that because that's a bit quirky.
Exactly,
It's a
mate.
little bit
unique.
quirky. Yeah, it's a racing greyhound. All right, nice one, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like that a lot. Go on, Paul. What have you got?
I've got a second-time caller, Ian.
Yeah.
I've had breakfast with a big celebrity in Wales.
Oh, mate. Go on.
Yes, well, not with him. There's a table next to me. Nick Knowles from DIY SOS. Oh, my days.
Nicky
Ian.
Knowles, the
Nick
legend.
Knowles.
You know, he's about 53, and I think I've got this right. He's married to a 25-year-old.
Wow, all I was doing was having a little listen to the conversation, and his language was awful, man.
Really? Oh, was he a potty mouth?
Yeah, well, we can't repeat anything, obviously, but oh my days, he's not the same bloke you see on the telly.
They often aren't, Paul. What was he eating? What was Nicky Knowles eating?
Well, it was like a buffet breakfast. It was a help yourself thing. I think he had an omelette, if I remember rightly. not that I was stalking him or anything, you know, but you know. Yeah.
I like the way you explained the word buffet to me in case I misunderstood it. So thank you for that. Yeah. Can I just say there is? Hang on, should be quiet, Paul. Did I just hear birds tweeting?
Yeah, I'm on a river. This is what I do for a living, man. I just stuff.
What do you mean?
I hope my gaffer ain't listening.
What do you mean? Hang on. What's your job? Boatman?
I'm an engineer for a company, a big company.
Yeah.
Like the rhyme with well, it's like British Bass, but a different version of them. Like you know, the rhyme with Leon.
Yes.
So we say.
Yes.
And then I just basically I do a lot of work and then I have breaks.
Okay.
And I'm on the canal side at the moment. Yeah, listen to this, Ian.
Go on.
Listen to this. Yeah, let me run up here. Hold on.
Go on.
Listen to this. This is just beautiful, man. Yeah, I'm running. Can you hear me running?
I can hear you running, mate.
Yeah,
I want to hear
right.
the nature. Go on.
Listen to this bad boy. A waterfall. Listen. Can you hear the waterfall?
Yeah, I can hear it. Hang on. Did I just hear a voice in the background? Hang on.
No, that's just me.
Hang on. Just listen.
Me.
Just listen carefully. I think I can hear a voice in the background. Hang on. Shh.
Hello?
Yeah, there's the ghost of Kimberly is there, mate.
No! Oh, not that one. I'm going on my mind of here, mate. I'm getting back to work.
Thanks for calling, Paul. Thanks for calling. 03453 009956. I love the way This is what I do for a living, Ian. I DOS. Is there anything... OK, we can add this to the list of phone-ins, OK? So it's with birthday presents for Winnie. We're trying to get hold of Winnie. I hope she's all right because she's not answering. Maybe she's gone out. Celebrities you've seen eating, or maybe you've eaten in front of a celebrity. That counts too. 03453 009956. Here's another phone-in I want to introduce into the mix. There's nothing finer... Hang on, is that a sentence? There's nothing finer in the world than... For me, there's nothing finer in the world than a buffet breakfast at a hotel. Oh, I love it. Even like a Manky hotel, and trust me, I know Manky hotels. Not ones in Manchester, I mean grotty ones. Even in a Manky hotel, the buffet breakfast, it's all you can eat, and they've got hash brown. It's just that the wonder of those big silver trays with the lids on, and you don't know what's in there. You lift it up, mushrooms, close it back down. We don't like mushrooms. I'm not allergic to mushrooms, but I think I'm almost allergic to them in that I don't like the taste. You open the next one, sausages, I'll have some of them. You open the next one, beans, I'll have beautiful. There's nothing finer in the world than ... 03453 009956. You can text 81333. Start your text WM. You can email ian.lee@bbc.co.uk.
took the tables away from you. It's turned and I don't care. And when I get that feeling, I can no longer slide. I can no longer run, no. And when I get that feeling, I can no longer hide. For it's no longer fun, no. Yeah, you can say what you want, but it won't change my mind. I feel the same about you. And you can tell me your reasons, but it won't change my feelings. I feel the same about you. Yeah, you can say what you want, but it won't change my mind. I feel the same about you. And you can tell me your reasons, but it won't change my feelings. I feel the same about you. I've said goodnight, tried to sleep tight. Oh, just dream of me. Go close your eyes, 'cause I've closed mine. The sun will shine from time to time. Oh, when you dream of me, yeah. You can say what you want, but it won't change my mind. I feel the same about you. And you can tell me your reasons, but it won't change my feelings.
Oh, man, it's Friday afternoon. Yes!
About you.
So, happy birthday, Winnie. What are you going to give her for her birthday? Ever seen a celebrity eat? What did they eat? What was it? And there's nothing finer in the world than ... For me, it's the hotel buffet breakfast. Oh, man. You mean I can keep going back? As many times as I want? 03453 009956.
Your travel news in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Let's get the travel news now. Here's Phil Peacock.
There's very slow-moving traffic on the southbound side of the M6 from junction 11 at Cannock down to junction 8 for the M5 towards the roadworks. The northbound M5 is slow-moving from junction 1 at West Brom towards the M6 as well. There's delays on the Black Country New Road, the A41, heading from West Brom towards the M5 at junction 1. Again, it's roadworks causing delays there. And it's slow-moving out of Birmingham on the Aston Expressway from Dartmouth Circus towards the M6 at junction 6. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 travel on 0330 123 3550.
On FM
Freeview Digital Radio
and online.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Oh, 03453 009956. We'll take your calls after the news with Alice Rosenthal.
Good afternoon. A British backpacker who posed topless for photographs on the summit of a mountain in Malaysia has been fined more than £800 and sentenced to 3 days in prison. But because Eleanor Hawkins, who's 23, has been in jail since Tuesday, she is expected to walk free. The head teacher of a Wolverhampton school has been suspended after an allegation a student was allowed to sit an exam the night before his classmates. Parents have raised questions about exam conduct at Morton School in Bushbury. It's alleged the pupil was allowed to sit the test the night before because he was due to go on holiday. Network Rail recorded 818 separate escalator faults at Birmingham New Street Station in 2013 and 14. That's 68 faults a month and at least 2 every day. And the Taliban have given their blessing to a former Warwickshire batsman who's now coaching the Afghanistan national cricket team. Andy Moles has been working in Kabul for 10 months and says the hardline Islamic organisation believe the sport is a unifying force. A look at the weather. Heavy thundery showers could develop through this afternoon. Highs of 24 Celsius, that's 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight there are some heavy downpours likely and a chance of some thunder. Will be mild though. Lows of 11 Celsius, that's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. That's your news for the West Midlands. It's 2:31.
On FM, Freeview, digital radio and online.
BBC WM 95.6.
Am I the only person in the world that feels sorry for that girl in Malaysia? I know she was dumb, but I mean, She don't. She's probably going to want to stay in prison. She hasn't got a clue the press coverage she's had over here. Oh, I feel sorry for her. She was dumb. She did a dumb thing. Man alive. The press have ripped her apart. Dave's on the line. Good afternoon, Dave.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Dave, what have you got for us?
It's raining in Smethwick.
Hang on. What? No, hang on 1 second.
Happy birthday, Winnie.
Thank you very much indeed. And what are you going to...
I'll buy her a big bunch of flowers.
Hey, traditional.
Yeah.
Traditional. And do you know what? You can't go wrong with a bunch of flowers, Dave. Although, they're half a pain. I tell you what, I get flowers from time to time. They're half a pain, aren't they, when they arrive? And you've got to find the vase or the vase. You've got to fill it with water. You've got to cut the flowers. You've got to put them in. And then 10 days later, you've got to chuck them in the bin. It is a pain, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're nice while they last.
They are nice. And doesn't a house smell nice when you walk in and you get the whiff of the flowers?
Yeah, except if you suffer with hay fever.
If you suffer with hay fever, then actually that's pretty hellish. In fact, that's a good way to punish someone you don't like.
Exactly.
Passive aggression. So if there's someone you don't like and they've got hay fever, you can pretend you're being nice by getting them a big bunch of flowers, like really big, like spending like a lot of money, like maybe, I don't know, maybe not even the ones that have been reduced in Tesco, maybe spending like £8-9 or something on them.
Big orchids or something.
Big
like
orchid. And then you give it to them or it gets delivered and they can't say, oh no, thank you, because that would be rude. So they have to accept the flowers, and then they're sneezing and they're crying in their house, and their life's miserable.
Yep.
Nice one, Dave. I like your style. Anyway, you called in to tell me something about rain.
Yeah, it's raining. Big spots in Smethwick, like thunder rain.
Thanks for calling, Dave.
Thanks, Ian.
Michael's in Northfield.
Hello there.
Good afternoon, Michael.
This is just going back quite a long time.
Yes.
My family and I were travelling to London and we decided to stop at a pub for some quick lunch.
Beautiful.
I don't know where it was, somewhere near Tring, I think.
Okay.
And I said to we went in, if you could maybe have some lunch. The landlord said, well, we're extremely busy. I can put you in the back room if you don't mind. He said, we've booked it up for Lord Rothschild and his shooting party.
Oh?
We said, well, we don't mind that. So we got in and sat in one side of the room. Yes. And in came Lord Rothschild with his family. They were the scruffiest lot of them. They'd been shooting. Yeah. They'd put the guns in the corner. And they were absolutely covered in mud and everything else. And they sat on the other side and had their lunch.
Here's the thing I've noticed, Michael.
It was wonderful. Anyway,
what were they eating? Pheasant?
I don't know what...
Poor people.
I think they're having the same as us, sandwiches and things, you know. Anyway, by sheer coincidence, a few years later, I was lucky enough to have a small inheritance, and part of it was some shares with Lord Rothschild, Rich Capital Partners, which is one of his companies.
Hey.
Only a few shares, but it was nice. And ever since then, every year he sent us a diary.
Hang on a minute, I'm confused. Lord Rothschild sends you a diary?
Yes, he sends everybody a diary, presumably, who's a shareholder.
Oh, okay.
We've only got a very, very minimum.
And does he circle like April the 24th and says Lord Rothschild's birthday, hint, hint, hint? Does he do anything like that?
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be nice. Here's the thing I've noticed, Michael. The richer people are, the posher people are, the scruffier and the filthier they are.
That's quite right.
They really are. And what is it with rich people, rich men wearing red trousers? Red or mustard trousers? They do, don't they?
You've got it there. Can I just finish my story?
Cool. Oh, good.
I always leave the diary on the kitchen table, and any neighbours or whoever come and says, well, why does he send you? I say, well, we had breakfast with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much indeed. I wouldn't recognise Lord Rothschild if he came up to me with a hat on that said, I'm Lord Rothschild. But still, it's true though, isn't it? Rich people... no, not necessarily... Posh people, I'm going to say. Because you can have very poor posh people and you can have very rich common people. Posh people are the scruffiest people in the world, aren't they? And what is it with the men wearing red trousers? Red trousers or mustard trousers? It's a strange one, isn't it? 03453 009956. Happy birthday, Winnie. Celebrities eating. And there's nothing better in the world than ... Len's on the line. Good afternoon, Len.
Good afternoon.
Oh, blimey, what you got for us, Len?
What have you done to the weather?
What do you mean?
Well, it's spitting in Kingsheath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what I've done, Len, is I've done a wicked rain dance just as I was coming into the mailbox here in Birmingham City Centre.
It's supposed to be coming into 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's coming now, mate. It's coming. Come
Yeah,
on,
it's
you
coming
know.
early.
Listen, I'm going to say this, and there's no connection between what happened in Malaysia. Do you feel sorry for that girl in Malaysia?
Well, it's her own fault, isn't it?
Well, it is her own fault. I tell you what, you go abroad, you break the law, then you've got to abide by their punishment. And 3 days in prison, it could have been a lot worse. I just worry, she has been torn apart by all the papers.
I know.
She's only 23. She's a kid. I feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But how much is she going to make when she comes back?
Well, isn't it interesting that the Sun have flown out there to help her? What interest would the Sun have in a young woman who took her top off? I wonder.
Well, that's the Sun paper, isn't it?
Isn't it just? But
you don't get that in the Daily Mail.
No, no, you get it in the Daily Mail online. Anyway. That woman to one side. That woman to one side. This is not in any way connected with that or meaning to make light of that. But there is. I've never done this, Len. And a really heavy thunderstorm. I would love to dance naked around in it. I would love to.
What, in the street or in your back garden?
Well, in the back. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it in the street. I certainly wouldn't do it at the top of a Malaysian mountain. In the back, like in the woods. In the woods, completely starkers, but not when it's like drizzling or anything, when it's really chucking it down. I once, and I think I can tell this story if I tell it carefully, I once, during a very heavy thunderstorm, got friendly with a lady. Okay, friendly with a girlfriend of mine. That's all I'm going to say. We don't need to go into detail, Lem.
Right.
It was the most liberating experience of my life. It's something about being rained on.
It must be about me.
I'm going to ask you, Len. Have you ever made love in the pouring rain?
No, I haven't.
Okay, what have you called in for?
Holiday.
Yeah.
Down in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Going back 30 years. Went into an Italian restaurant, have evening meal on Saturday evening. Next table was Max Bygrave.
For a second, I thought it was going to be Frank Sinatra. Well, in many ways, it's the English Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Max Bygraves.
I mean, that's going back 30-odd years.
Can I ask a question? I never mean this to be insensitive, but it's kind of a problem of the modern age. Is Max Bygraves dead?
Yes.
He is dead, is he? Okay.
Yes.
He was. What was he eating, Len?
I don't know. I mean, it was a day restaurant.
No.
It was Italian, you know. It was a top restaurant in Bournemouth.
Len, the top restaurant in Bournemouth, ladies and gentlemen. Len, before I let you go, have you got something you want to say to Winnie?
Not really.
Thanks very much. Cold, but I'm not going to impose it. Maybe he's got beef with Winnie. I don't know. Maybe that question about making love in the pouring rain was too much. I don't know. 03453 009956.
Doolin on a Sunday.
Yes, my father asked me, did I want to be a policeman, a fireman, what? You know, I said, I'll be a singer.
Anything you want, you got it.
This Sunday, we go back to 1974.
Do-do-ba-doo till you think your heart will break.
That sounds like great stuff.
Yeah, it was marvellous.
Sounds like a winner.
The best of Ed's big name interviews from an archive spanning 4 decades.
Normally 6 weeks for one of my records even to get in the charts. This was overnight 4 or 5 million straight away.
Hear my archive interview with the Big O, Roy Orbison.
Ed Doolin on a Sunday.
This Sunday from 12 noon.
On BBC WM 95.6.
Stephen's in Sutton Coldfield.
Afternoon, Ian.
Afternoon, Stephen. Did you see our Caroline?
Before that, happy birthday, Winnie. Yes, I did see Caroline.
Did you go and speak to her?
I did. She gave me a cuddle. She's gorgeous.
Isn't she just? Doesn't she smell nice?
Yes, she does actually.
Caroline Martin was in Sutton Coldfield earlier on. She smells, and she smells absolute. She's one of the nicest. I tell you what, the 2 nicest smelling people I've ever met: Caroline Martin and Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
Ozzy Osbourne smells incredible. I interviewed him years ago. He smelled amazing.
You wouldn't think that looking at him.
You wouldn't think it looking at him because he looks like a right old state, but he smelt incredible. It was like a perfumed flower.
Oh, right.
Anyway, Stephen, get to the point, mate. Come on. Oh, what are you going to get? What are you getting Winnie for her birthday?
Well, Winnie strikes me as the sort of woman to already have a serving hat. So on the way back from seeing Caroline, I metaphorically stopped at a charity shop and I got her a hostess trolley and a soda stream.
Oh.
But I couldn't find the electric knife. So if there's anybody out there that's got one that would metaphorically like to donate it to Winnie,
yes,
we could be onto something.
If anyone's got it, let us know. Just to let you know, none of these things are actually happening.
And also, I've got some beef with you, Ian.
Hey, Stephen's got beef with me. This will be fun. Go on, Steve. What's your beef?
Lionel Richie song that you played earlier.
Yes, mate.
Very inappropriate. You should have played Hello.
Why?
Well, you could have got Kimberly to sing along to it.
Yes, I could have done. That would have been. You're right.
A mix there.
Yes, that would have been, Stephen. That would have been. I'm glad. There's a relief. I'm glad it's not real beef. Stephen, say hello to Alan.
Hello, Alan.
Hi, Stephen, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, it's Caddick.
It's what, sorry?
Caddick.
Right.
That's my surname.
Oh, right, okay.
Because Ian normally calls me by my surname.
Right, okay.
Oh, happy birthday, Winnie, if you're listening. I've got your DVD player and 3 box sets of Tenko for you.
Oh, yeah, that's cheery.
No, Tenko was a good drama.
I know, that's why I'm saying it's cheery. It's I wouldn't say sarcasm, but yeah, the thought was there.
And very historical.
Right.
I don't think it's that funny, Alan.
No, I'm not laughing.
Did you like that, Stephen?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't find Tenko particularly amusing.
I think it's written by the same people that wrote Hello, Hello.
Yes.
Stephen, nice to speak to you. Have a nice weekend, mate. Ta-ta. Alan.
I've got a beef with you, Ian.
Oh, what's got beef?
Concerning Police Academy.
Oh, yeah, go on.
You said Police Academy Mission to Moscow was number 5 in the series.
Okay.
It was actually number 7.
No, it wasn't number 7. Number 7's Miami Beach.
No, Miami Beach was number 5 because I've got all the police academies on iTunes.
He's right, actually. He's got me there. And here's the thing, guys. As you know, Alan, I once watched all 7 police academies in one day. And you're right, 7 is Mission to Moscow. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's the most rambling film I've ever seen. I apologise, Alan.
Yeah, but
I'll tell you what.
Brilliant.
Look, number 6 is really good, actually. Number 6 is probably the second best. Anyway, I tell you what, Alan, to make it up to you, could you sing Happy Birthday to Winnie for me?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Winnie. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks for calling, Alan.
Thank you.
Ta-ta. There's a story in one of the papers today, and I think this ties in with the film. I'm not sure, okay? But there's outrage. There's outrage amongst certain people that you can buy what they call Ouija boards on Amazon and online, okay? And the way they get these stories is someone thinks of something inappropriate, then Googles it to see how easy it is to buy it, and then they write a story about it, right? Kids' Ouija game fury. Amazon has sparked an unholy row by selling controversial Ouija boards aimed at kids as young as 8. Now, listen, if you listen to the show, I'm not a believer in any of this stuff. I used to have a Ouija board when I was a kid. And it was made by Waddingtons. It was made by honestly, it was made by Waddingtons. Waddingtons, I don't know if they still do. They owned the copyright to Ouija boards. And so I looked online, and they do sell them. They do sell loads of different ones. The reviews are brilliant. The reviews are the 1-star reviews. Mr. V. Trekiokas says, "Do not buy. It is more than a game and can be lethal to your body and your soul." And listen to this, Elle. Right, you know what a Ouija board is, don't you? It's where you're supposed to be able to talk to dead people, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. This one from an anonymous Amazon customer. "I know 2 lads who played with one of these. The shed they were playing in caught on fire by itself. I also knew a married couple who played with one of these. It brought poltergeists into her house, which picked up ornaments and smashed them on her walls. She was that scared they had to move house 10 miles away. They became Christians after that experience. These are dangerous, and I would never, ever touch one. They're evil. Keep away from them." No one, listen, OK, I know some people have their beliefs and stuff, and that's great. No one actually believes that those boards can communicate with the dead, though, do they?
I don't know.
No, they don't. Guys, you come on. Listen, we all used these when we were 15, 16 years old, and we were experimenting with booze. You're right, Elle?
Yeah.
OK. We were experimenting with booze in the woods, and it was our mate pushing it around. We all know that, don't we? Don't we? Right. And it's amazing. With the thing with the Ouija boards is the rational people who are completely scientific, have got their heads screwed on in a laboratory, and yet you mention Ouija boards, they're like, no, mate. You don't want to mess with that. You do not want to mess with that, mate. Anyway, Elle, what have you got for us?
You wanted to know about... well, one's drinking, but and the other one's eating.
Yes.
Well-known people.
OK, I cannot, Elle, for the sake of... this is the BBC and impartiality, I cannot hear the celebrity drinking story. And I mean, was there any food involved, like nuts or crisps or anything?
Well, probably, because it was in a bar, so there was probably, cashews or pork scratchings.
If there were cashews involved, Elle, then you can tell that story, mate. Thank you for clarifying. Go on, what have you got?
Okay, the first one is Leslie Joseph. She was eating fruit.
Leslie Joseph. She's is it Dorian from Birds of a Feather?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. I presented an award at the annual Cat Awards or Cat Magazine Awards about 5 years ago. Me and Leslie Joseph were presenting awards. What a delightful lady she is.
She is. She was really, really nice.
She's very charming.
The other story is my dad when he was at Goldsmiths College years ago, and he had a few drinks with Ginger Baker and probably a bag of pork scratchings.
Exactly,
too.
thank you. I'm glad you mentioned the pork scratchings, Elle, otherwise we would not have been able to allow that. What do you mean with now, when Ginger Baker, of course, famous lunatic drummer with Cream and various other bands, was he famous at the time?
Yeah, he was well known. My dad knew who he was and everything. He did like a percussion set at the university, and my dad was head barman.
There is
at the uni bar.
Elle, listen, thank you very much for... Oh, Elle, sorry, you forgot to say something.
What? Oh, sorry. Yeah, happy birthday, Win.
Elle, thank you very much indeed. There's a brilliant documentary about Ginger Baker. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called, right? It is brilliant. That guy is... he's bonkers. Absolute. I mean, an incredible musician, but bonkers as well. 03453 00 9956. I do hope Wynn's listening to this, otherwise this is a waste of all our efforts. We'll go through the birthday list in a second.
You've done it all. You've broken every code. Appalled the rebel to the floor. You spoke the game, no matter what you say. But only metal, what a ball.
mention Danny Kelly on your
There's
show
nothing
again?
left, all gone and run away. Maybe you'll tarry for a while. It's just a test, a game for us to play. Win or lose, it's hard to smile. Resist, resist. It's from yourself you have to hide. Oh, come up and see me to make me smile. I'll do what you want, run on and
I'll smack his bottom.
There ain't no more. You've taken everything from my belief in Mother Earth. Can you ignore my faith in everything? 'Cause I know what faith is and what it's worth. Away, away. And don't say, maybe you'll try to come up and see me, to make me smile. I'll do what you want, just run on wild.
Oh, man alive. Thank you to everybody who said beware of Mr. Baker. That's the documentary. It's a good film. It's a good film. Utter fruitcake. Hey, look, there's people. Hi, guys. Hey. I keep forgetting that where we are in the mailbox, people can just turn up at the window and press their faces against the glass. So there's me picking my nose and scratching my what's-its, and I look round and there is well, I was going to say an attractive young couple, an attractive young lady, and I'm guessing her dad, just looking at us through the window. It's freaky, that, isn't it? 03453 009956 is the telephone number. If you want to give me a call, you're more than welcome to. Happy birthday, Win. So far, you're getting from our very generous listeners, you're getting part of a greyhound from Paul, a diamond necklace from Terry, you're getting a round-the-world cruise from Nick, I'm giving you a car, bunch of flowers from Dave, Stephen's giving you a soda stream, and Alan's giving you a box set of Tenko. Now, you can't argue with that. That's pretty darn good going. 03453 009956. What are you giving Winnie for her birthday that was yesterday, guys? We're also asking, ever seen a celebrity eating? What were they eating? And there's nothing in the world better than ... For me, the hotel buffet. Oh, man. That thing when you check into the hotel and they say, by the way, breakfast is included. Oh, thank you. Breakfast will be served between 6:30 and 9 o'clock. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. And then they have, you sometimes get breakfast cereal in weird machines. Have you seen they have, like, breakfast cereal in this kind of glass... No, they don't have breakfast cereal. There's a cooked breakfast going for free, and you can go back there as many times as you want. But they have the breakfast cereal in this thing where you kind of turn a tap and cornflakes come out. That is freaking... I tell you the bestest hotel breakfast. I once had a job, right, where I was paid to go and stay in a hotel in Hawaii. I was paid to do some work while I was out there, but I was put in this top 5-star hotel, right, in Hawaii, on the beach. It was near Christmas, December the 22nd, 82 degrees. Beautiful. I went down to the hotel breakfast buffet. They had a thing called an omelette bar. Have you ever seen an omelette bar? It's a bloke with a load of ingredients and eggs, and you say, can I have a 3-egg omelette with that, and that? And it's free! Life don't get no better.
Your travel news in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Let's get the travel. Here's Phil Peacock.
It's slow-moving southbound on the M6 from junction 10A at the M54 towards junction 8 for the M5 because of roadworks. Northbound on the M5, as usual, Friday afternoon delays that start from junction 1 at West Brom towards the M6. The Aston Expressway out of Birmingham is slow-moving from Dartmouth Circus towards Park Circus, and there's delays on the Black Country New Road from West Brom as you head towards the M5 at junction 1. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 travel on 0330 123 3550.
On FM.
Freeview, digital radio.
And online.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Still lots to talk about in the last hour. Is there anybody listening that, I could just end that question there, couldn't I? Still be relevant. Is there anybody listening that actually believes that Ouija boards are dangerous? I mean, I'm not going around saying, hey, go and use them, but they're just a bit of wood and a glass, aren't they? Oh, and also, how did status quo get ripped off? We'll find out after the news with Alice.
Good afternoon. A British backpacker who posed topless for photographs on the summit of a mountain in Malaysia has been fined more than £800 and sentenced to 3 days in prison. But because Eleanor Hawkins, who's 23, had been in jail since Tuesday, she's expected to walk free. She was among 4 people charged with causing a public nuisance after some Malaysians said their behaviour angered mountain spirits and triggered an earthquake. Her father, Tim Hawkins, says he was relieved by the court's decision.
I'm grateful that the Malaysian authorities reached this decision. Ellen knows what she did was wrong and disrespectful, and she is deeply sorry for any offence she's caused to the Malaysian people. We now look forward to having her back home, but we do not know when this will be, as we have no contact from the High Consulate in Kuala Lumpur yet and have not spoken to Ellie.
A man's admitted helping a young mother and her son to go into hiding after losing a custody battle. Andrew Butt will be sentenced at Bristol Crown Court this afternoon for contempt of court over the case of Rebecca Minnock and her 3-year-old son Ethan, who are still missing. Butt told the court he'd driven Mrs Minnock to a cash point to withdraw money before dropping her and Ethan in Cheltenham. The head of a Black Country school has been suspended after allegations a student sat an exam the night before the rest of his class. It's alleged the pupil at Morton School in Bushbury was allowed to take the test early because he was due to go on holiday. The school says head teacher Carl Williams has been suspended without prejudice while an independent investigation takes place. An acting head teacher has been appointed. Police say there'll be no road closures or diversions in Dudley tomorrow, despite a protest march over plans for a new mosque. A previously unheard of group called All Football Fans Firms March Against Islamisation are holding the march. There'll also be a counter-demo by Unite Against Fascism. And friends and family of the former Liberal Democrat leader Charles Kennedy have attended his funeral near his home in Fort William in the Scottish Highlands. Mr Kennedy died at the start of this month after a hemorrhage caused by alcoholism. Delivering the homily, the parish priest, Father Roddy Macaulay, described Mr Kennedy as a humble man.
When Charles's parents died, and Charles said a few words here in the church, he wouldn't come up here to the lectern, but he insisted on speaking outside the sanctuary from the floor. In this church, Charles was one of the backbenchers.
And a look at the weather. Heavy, thundery showers could be on their way this afternoon. Highs of 24 Celsius, that's 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight there will be some heavy downpours and a chance of thunder. Will be mild though, lows of 11 Celsius, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. That's your news for the West Midlands. It's 3 minutes past 3.
Friday afternoons with Iain Lee.
On BBC WM 95.6.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
Thank you, Alice. Wowzers. OK, 1 hour down. Another hour. Hang on. I want it quieter when I talk and louder when I don't. Yes, that's it. Oh, I went to one of Birmingham's many, I think there are 4, record shops. In fact, no, I went to 2 of Birmingham's record shops today. One of them, the Discovery, the guy that manages it, and his name has escaped me, Tony. Is it Tony? He's been managing it for about 32 years. I think he's on your... Is he on tomorrow? Is it who's filling in for Molly? Is it Catherine? Catherine is filling in. He's been running this shop for 47 years, him and his mate, and he's retiring. It's a great shop, the Discovery. It's great. I had a record voucher for that. I had a record voucher for my birthday to go in there. So I was in there. It's great because I had a record voucher. I bought some records that I wouldn't normally have tried. I took a punt. And then I said to him, right, I've spent 17 quid of this 25 quid. Could you recommend a few things to make it up to 25 quid? Anyway, he's going to be on Catherine's show tomorrow. He's a fascinating bloke. He's well worth listening to. He's great. She's filling in for Molly. It gets complicated. Stick with me. But then I went to another record shop and the bargain bin, albums for 10 pence. I bought 12 albums. That's over £1 just. Neil Diamond, Love at the Greek, a double album for 10p. Are you nuts? The Best of Lulu, Thompson Twins, Into the Gap for 10p. I don't even know what else I got. The thing is, though, I'm there fingering these records and I'm thinking, I don't know if I really want to buy that. It was 10p! Buy it! Anyway, I don't know why that popped into my head. It's Winnie's birthday yesterday. We're celebrating her birthday. We are giving her birthday presents. Have you ever seen a celebrity eating? The best thing in the world is ... Ouija boards. Oh, and remind me, before 4 o'clock, before Frank's at 4, to talk about status quo getting ripped off. If you want to take part in the show, 03453 009956. You can text 81333, start your text WM. I've got some texts here. Stay there, Jan. I'll come to you in a second. Oh, dear. Craig, come on. Well, do you know what? I'm going to go with this. We're saying there's nothing finer in the world than... Craig says the female nude body. Anna, who's a scout leader, says there's nothing better in the world than your own shower and bed after scout camp. Oh, I know what you mean. There's nothing better than crawling into your own bed after you've been on holiday. Oh, I love it. Clean sheets, crisp clean sheets. Nothing better in life than the smell in the air when it starts raining on a summer's day like today. Happy birthday, Winnie, says Ryan. I'm giving her a boat. Oh, that's nice. And Lee says, I saw Huggy Bear having a full English in a pub in Birmingham. Golly gee. Jan's on the line. Good afternoon, Jan.
Good afternoon, Ian.
How are you, my dear? Do you know what? I'm all right. No. You've asked the question. I'm going to give you the honest answer.
Please do, yeah.
My feet are flipping killing me.
Oh, do you know what? I was going to say a foot spa, a luxury foot spa for Winnie.
Oh, let me have first dibs on it.
Oh, yeah, all right then.
Because my feet are absolutely killing. I've decided I'm getting a little bit chubby chubs, okay? Putting on a little bit of girth.
Same here.
And I don't do any exercise. I don't like exercise, right? But so I've decided I'm going to start walking. I'm going to try and walk for about an hour a day, okay? At least. I went for a really nice long walk on Sunday near my house. I got lost. I got completely lost. It was wonderful. But I was out for about 2.5 hours. I got lost and my phone died. It was wonderful. But since then, my feet have been killing me. There have been blisters. They're all sore. Oh, it's awful.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh.
So apart from that, Jan, I'm so old. I bought myself. I'm so old. I bought myself some posh insoles to go in my shoes, and that is really making a very, very important difference. Very
military
significant.
Boots as well. That might help.
Yeah, that might do.
Yeah.
What have you got for us, Jan? What have you called in for?
Well, my husband and I had tea with lovely, lovely June Whitfield recently.
Oh, well, hang on. When you say tea, were cakes and sandwiches involved?
Tea at the Royal Horse Guards Hotel in London.
How did you wangle that with National Treasure June Whitfield?
Yeah, Age UK, my favourite charity. They do this thing called Digital Champion, which is basically about an older person who learns how to use a computer and then goes on to help other people.
Yeah.
And I got one of the awards a couple of years ago, and I was asked to help judge this year. And when they had the awards ceremony at Royal Horse Guards, my husband and I were invited down, and we were at a table with June. I was right next to her. Oh God, it was amazing.
The thing is, I mean, she's got to be like 84 or something, and she looks incredible.
I think she's actually the loveliest person in the entire world.
Let's put it out there. Is there anybody lovelier than June Whitfield? I can't think of any. I've not met her, but I imagine she's. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who would be lovelier than June Whitfield, Jan.
I don't think so. She's so sweet, and she'd just been doing a great big campaign to try and encourage older people to use computers safely, obviously.
Yes.
And she's been such an inspiration. I mean, we got a project going last year with a friend of ours who'd been voluntary tutoring IT on the sheltered housing scheme where we live. And we got some lottery funding to start this project called the Silver Mouse Project.
Yeah.
And it's kicked off really well, but I wanted to pay tribute because Steve Cockle, who was our tutor, he died unexpectedly on the 27th of May.
Oh, dear, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say he was a fantastic person, and people like June Whitfield, they really inspire people like us to just lend a hand, and that was what Steve was all about.
Jan, I'm glad you mentioned his name, and I'm sure if anybody knows the gentleman, they'll be very pleased to hear his name spoken of like that. Thank you, Jan. Is there anybody nicer than June Whitfield? Really? I can't think of anybody. 03453 009956. Chris is on the line. Chris, are you nicer than June Whitfield? Oh, no, hang on. Let me try that again. But this time I'm going to hit the right fader. Here we go. Chris is on the line. Chris, are you nicer than June Whitfield?
Happy birthday, Winnie.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Chris, what you got for us?
Ouija boards.
Oh, yeah. They're nonsense. I mean, they're nonsense, aren't they? I don't want to encourage. In fact, I want to discourage people from messing around with that kind of stuff, but only because it's stupid and it's a waste of time.
Well, I reckon Monopoly boards are worse.
Oh, go on, Chris. Tell me why.
Have you ever trod on that flipping Scotty dog that the kids leave on the floor?
I haven't played Monopoly for years, right? I would always I always like to be the top hat when I was playing Monopoly. Hello?
Oh, no, I hate the top hat either.
Why do you hate the top hat?
No, I prefer to be the Scotty dog.
There's nothing worse than treading on pieces of Lego. Lego is the most painful of all. I saw a brilliant picture. It was like a firewalk. You know, you walk on these hot cars.
On the firewall of all the Lego.
Yeah, but it was a box full of Lego.
Just chucked on the floor.
Chris, have you ever seen a famous person eating food? Who was it? What did they eat?
I was in America when I was about 14, 15.
It's a great country.
And we stopped seeing Howard Jones for our breakfast.
When you say you stopped in Howard Jones, you don't mean the 80s pop star. You mean the chain of restaurants.
Yeah, the chain of restaurants.
No, Howard Johnson's, aren't they?
That's it, Howard Johnson,
That's
yeah.
it, thank you, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Willie Rushton was on the table next to us having his breakfast.
Really?
Yeah. He was the one who created, was it Private Eye as well, wasn't he?
He was part of that. Yeah, Willie Rushton. I mean, kids these days don't know they're born. Willie Rushton was quite a large gentleman with a big beard.
Big ginger beard.
No one really knew what he was famous for, but he was ubiquitous on British television in the 70s and 80s. A very dry sense of humour, very clever man.
Yeah, he was a bit like Danny Baker, really, wasn't he?
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, Willie Rushton was the Danny Baker of the 1970s. I'm going to have that. What was he eating, though, Chris? That's the question.
He was eating a big breakfast, hash browns, scrambled eggs, his bacon, his sausage and everything. And I turned round to him, because my dad told me who he was, and I turned round to him. I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Rushton, can I have your autograph?" And he said, "Shift over," and he come and sat next to us, and he brought his breakfast over, and he sat next to us, chatting to us for about half an hour.
Oh, good for him, you see. Nowadays,
he was a cracking bloke.
Nowadays, if you did that to somebody off the telly, you'd get short shrift. Jog on,
just
son.
Look down your nose at you now these days.
Chris, listen, that's a great story. Fantastic. Thank you very much. 03453, what? 009956. Celebrities eating, Ouija boards, Lego, Monopoly. If I'm honest, I've lost track of what is going on in this show. It really, I've got no idea. So we'll just carry on, shall we? Yeah, sure.
Not the
All right, Lucy, calm down on the text. Calm down. I mean... I'd like to send a gift to Winnie, says Lucy, 81333, starting her text WM, but I'm suspicious of Winnie's absence. You're not pocketing these for yourself, are you, Iain? What? Me? No. Oh, never. Never. Iain, I think Ouija boards are only dangerous to people who are gullible enough to take them seriously. It doesn't take a degree in applied nonsense to know it's rubbish, says Jeff. Some people buy this stuff, though, and they believe in this stuff. Martin's in Rugeley. Good afternoon, Martin.
Hello, Iain, all right? I'm
all right, fella. What you got?
Ulrika.
Sorry?
I met Ulrika Johnson in Indian in Cookham-Dean in Maidenhead.
Cookham-Dean, very, very posh place. I used to learn Kung Fu in Maidenhead at the Magnet Leisure Centre every Sunday afternoon. When you say in an Indian, of course you mean in an Indian restaurant, not one of her husbands. What was she eating, Martin?
Everything.
Cheeky.
She was looking a bit rough, unfortunately. Not as nice as everybody thinks.
Well, no, how long ago was this?
About 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Because fair play, she's getting on a bit. Ulrika Johnson, right, has been around forever, hasn't she? I mean, when was she doing the weather on TVAM? I'm going to say 1988.
I was going to say she looked a bit under the weather, but that was a bit of a fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Martin, you've forgotten something rather important.
What's that? Winnie.
It's Winnie's very special. Winnie's. What do you mean? Who is she?
I don't listen to work most of the time.
It's Winnie's birthday special. The whole show is dedicated to Winnie. Yes, she's not bothering to answer the phone and probably isn't even listening, but that's okay. We're still doing it for the Winnie.
Happy birthday to Winnie then.
Hang on a second. Stop the clock. Answer that phone, Mark. Answer that phone and call her straight back. Winnie's calling in as we speak, right. Martin.
Ulrika was on, I think she was on her third. But didn't she do a dating show where she, instead of one of the contestants marrying the date, she married him instead?
She did, wasn't it? Yeah, the show was called Mr. Right or something, and it was like a dating show, and she ran off with the prize.
Yeah, this was the bloke who was with her.
Oh, I see. He had big curly hair, didn't he?
He did, yeah. She was, they were talking about her children and how she danced on her children.
Okay. Martin, listen, the line's not the greatest, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much indeed. Winnie is going to be on the air in a few seconds' time. It's her birthday show. If you want to phone up and sing happy birthday to Winnie, now is the time to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Winnie!
Hello.
Happy birthday for yesterday, my love.
Oh, it was lovely. The pub's done me proud.
Did you get drunk?
Well, I can't because I've got a damaged liver.
I know, okay, but...
So I can't. But anyway, I had a lovely big balloon in the middle of the table, chocolates and cards.
Oh.
I've had 50, let's get it right, 29 cards altogether.
As you know, when it was my birthday this week, and I counted my cards up, I got 3.
Oh, my goodness
3!
me.
And I thought to me, where am I going wrong in my life that I've only got 3 cards?
And I'm going to the karaoke tonight at the pub because they want me to sing to them again.
What are you going to sing?
Do you want me to sing it to you?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, my love, my darling, I'm hungry for your touch. A long, lonely time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I'm hungry for your touch. a long, lonely time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. How's that?
Oh, well, Winnie. You sounded...
I sang that to Caroline one Sunday morning and tears was rolling down her face.
Well, yes, I'm sure. You sounded a little bit like Spike Milligan towards the end.
Actually, I've got hay fever.
Oh, that might explain it.
Yes.
That might explain
Yes.
it. Oh, that would
anyway,
be
I was
wonderful.
ever so disappointed I couldn't get back.
Back where?
Back to speak to you on the phone.
That don't matter. Listen, Paul wants to say hello to you. Afternoon, Paul.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Winnie. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you ever so much. It's lovely to hear.
Paul, what present... Winnie, we've been compiling a list of birthday presents that the listeners are going to give you, but you'll never actually get them, OK?
That's all right.
Paul, what are you not going to give Winnie for her birthday?
I've already got her sharing my greyhound, then I
Oh,
remember.
no, that was you, Paul. Oh, yeah, Paul's giving you...
man.
Paul's giving you a bit of his greyhound, Winnie.
Oh, lovely. I was fully qualified of a dog clipper and I used to do all the cruelty cases in Barnsley.
Hey, this is working out nicely. Winnie, should we
Yeah.
go through the other... So you got Paul's... Is your greyhound any good, Paul?
He was wicked, really good. Do you want to buy him?
It's
You can have him. You can buy him if you want.
Hang on a minute, you're trying...
No, he races. He races at Hall Green.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of. Well, I've washed a lot of dogs from them anyway.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah,
fast, that
yeah,
one. We
yeah.
do a lot of work with the retired greyhounds as well,
Oh,
obviously.
lovely.
Yeah,
I
his
love
name's
all dogs.
Positive Dream.
Do
His
you
name's
know,
Positive
I've
Dream.
done a big case in 1976, a cruelty case. 56
Oh.
dogs come in and all what went out from the RSPCA.
Nothing to do with you, is it, Paul?
25.
No, we look after ours,
Good
we
lad.
do. I wasn't
I
around
know,
in 1976 anyway.
I know.
All right, well, Paul, listen, thanks for trying to sell me a
all the
dog.
best. Winnie, I love you.
And I love you too.
I love you more.
Okay, and I love you more.
Love you. Bye, Winnie. Love you. Bye.
Go away.
Lovely kisses to you.
Oh, no, go away, Paul, you weirdo. Should we go through your birthday list so far, Winnie, of what the listeners are going to give you, but they're not really going to give
Oh,
you?
yes, go on then for a laugh.
OK, so you've got Paul's greyhound.
Yeah.
Terry's giving you a diamond necklace.
Oh, lovely.
Nick's buying you a round-the-world cruise.
Oh, that will be nice.
I'm getting you a car, a Nissan Micra. It's 3
Oh,
years old.
lovely.
Dave's got a bunch of flowers. A bit tight, I thought that,
Yeah.
from Dave. Stephen's going to give you a soda stream and a Hostess trolley.
Oh, lovely.
And Alan's got you a box set of Tenko on DVD.
Oh, lovely.
It's good Tenko, isn't it?
That's good.
Yeah, it's
That's
good Tenko. Maria's on the line. Good afternoon, Maria.
Hello, Ian. It's nice to speak to you.
It must be. You're through to Winnie.
Oh, hello, Winnie.
Hello, my darling.
It's my birthday today, Winnie, and
Oh,
it's yours
happy
yesterday, wasn't
birthday.
it? Happy birthday to you as well,
Yes,
love.
I'm 86.
Oh, are you? Oh, that's lovely.
How old are you, Maria? That's the next question.
Well, I'd rather not say, but I'm older than
Well,
you,
I'm
Ian.
proud to be 86 because I don't look 86. I haven't even got a wrinkle in my face and I'm dangerously
Where
ill.
have you got a wrinkle then? Steady, ladies. Maria, so it's your birthday. Oh, blimey, everyone's happy birthday, Maria.
Happy
Thank you, Ian.
birthday.
Yeah, we go.
Thank you,
You're very, very welcome. What have you got for us? Have you got a present for Winnie, first of all, Maria? I know it's your birthday,
yes.
but Winnie got in first. What present
Yes.
have you got for her?
Yes, I have. Winnie's going to be taken to the Ritz for tea.
Oh, Winnie.
Oh, lovely.
Oh.
And then presented with a Victorian gold watch.
Oh, Winnie.
that will be lovely.
Winnie.
Yes.
Winnie, listen, you have a wonderful night at the karaoke.
Yes, I will. Actually, when I went to the karaoke the other week, it was so noisy you couldn't hear them singing the
Oh.
karaoke.
Oh, that annoys
anyway,
me.
I started and I hadn't even got out the first line, and everything went so quiet.
Yeah, because they all left the building,
and
didn't
the
they?
DJ rushed
Sorry?
round to me at the end.
Yeah.
He said, I've had to come round and squeeze you and kiss you. He
Oh,
said, I have
blimey.
never heard it sang like that.
Yep.
But I hadn't got hay fever then.
Was that necessarily a compliment, Winnie, do you think?
Yes. So I've got to go tonight
Have
to sing.
a lovely evening, Winnie. Thanks,
Okay, my
thanks for
love,
speaking
I
to us.
love
Take care.
you.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go on, Maria. Isn't she delightful? You're delightful as well, but she's more
lovely.
delightful. Yes.
She's lovely. She's a fellow Gemini.
Yeah, we go. What have you got for us, Maria?
All it is, Ian, years ago, well, not that long ago, but I went up to Haworth in Yorkshire because they were doing a World War II weekend.
Oh, yeah. Home of
And
the
we were
Brontes, of course, Haworth.
That's right,
Yeah.
And we were staying in the same hotel as that chap from Dad's Army.
Ian
the one who
Lavender.
used- No, the ARP warden.
Oh, yeah, I know the one you mean, and I can't think of his name. I know exactly who you mean.
Normie.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name now. But he came down to breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
And, I think I was just a bit excited to see him.
You would be.
So I called him Constable Wilson, because he used to be Constable Wilson
yes.
in, You Rang My Lord.
Yeah.
And he was eating a full English.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Maria, I've got to move on because I've got to play a song, but thank you very much. Enjoy your birthday. A lot of celebrities eating the English breakfast.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody'd be served like California. You'd see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy blonde hairdo, serving USA. You'll catch them surfing at Nell, Ventura County line, Santa Cruz and Australia's Caribbean, all over Manhattan, and down Doheny Way. Everybody's gone surfing USA. We'll all be planning out a route we're gonna take real soon. We're waxing down our surfboard, we can't wait for June. We'll all be gone for the summer, we're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher we're surfing USA. Hangar Keys and Swan, Pacific Palisades, San Onofre and Sun, Redondo Beach, LA, all over La Jolla, at Waimea Bay. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Yeah, everybody's gone.
Ian Lee, BBC WM 95.6. Last 30 minutes of the show. 03453 009956 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. 81333. Start your text WM.
Your travel news in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Here's Phil Peacock with the travel.
It's very slow moving on the southbound side of the M6 from junction 11 at Cannock towards junction 8 for the M5 as you make your way towards the roadworks. The Aston Expressway out of Birmingham also struggling from Dartmouth Circus towards the M6 at junction 6. Got some delays in Pedmore on Hagley Road, the A491. Traffic is very slow moving towards the Foley Arms because of some roadworks in place near to the old Prince of Wales pub. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 travel on 0330 123 3550.
On FM.
Freeview, digital radio,
and online.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
So just how did status quo get ripped off? I'll tell you after the news with Alice.
Good afternoon. The father of the British backpacker who posed topless on the summit of a sacred mountain in Malaysia has expressed relief at her 3-day jail sentence. Eleanor Hawkins has been in custody since Tuesday, so she is expected to be freed today. She was among 4 people charged with causing a public nuisance after some Malaysians said their behaviour had angered mountain spirits and triggered an earthquake. A Solihull man's been jailed for 11 years after he groomed girls as young as 12 online and went on to strike up a sexual relationship with a schoolgirl. 27-year-old John Dodd convinced the 13-year-old to stay overnight at his home. The relationship turned sexual when she was 14. Police say there'll be no road closures or diversions in Dudley tomorrow, despite a protest march over plans for a new mosque. A previously unheard of group called All Football Fans Firms March Against Islamisation are holding the march. There'll also be a counter-demo by Unite Against Fascism. And friends and family of the former Liberal Democrat leader Charles Kennedy have attended his funeral near his home in Fort William in the Scottish Highlands. Mr Kennedy died at the start of this month after a hemorrhage caused by his alcoholism. A look at the weather. Heavy, thundery showers could develop into this afternoon. Highs of 24 Celsius, that's 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, there's some more heavy rain on the way and a chance of some thunder into the bargain. It will be mild, though. Lows of 11 Celsius, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. That's your news for the West Midlands. It's 3:31.
On FM, Freeview, digital radio and online.
BBC WM 95.6.
Thank you very much. 03453 00 9956 is the telephone number if you want to give me a call. So, status quo. I'm reading Johnny Rotten's autobiography. Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols, right? And one of the weirdest revelations is that he's a big fan of status quo. I know, it's the oddest thing. It's incredible. He loves the status quo. Well, status quo are in the papers today. Why? Pourquoi? Why the quo? Well, one of them... Now, which one is it? I always get confused. It's the one that did loads and loads of drugs as opposed to the other one that just did a load of drugs. Rick Parfitt, that's the fella. This is the weirdest story, OK? It's about... You know, we've all had this, haven't we? You must have had this. Where you're in a car park or you're in a service station or you're walking through town and a car or a van pulls up and says, sorry to stop you, mate. Listen, I'm a watch salesman and, the company, they over-ordered. I've got 2 spare watches. I just want to get rid of them. They'd go for 500 quid. You can have them for 50 quid a piece. We've had that. When I used to live in North London, famously, there was this van that would drive around with the same scam but to do with speakers. Like, hi-fi speakers. Everybody I know got stopped. Well, Rick Parfitt's fallen for that scam, you plonker. After years of rock and roll excess and 2 divorces costing him millions, it's no surprise Rick Parfitt finds it hard to pass up a chance to save a bob or two. But the status quo... Why can't I speak? The status quo guitarist's hunger for a bargain has come back to bite him and his wife Lindsay after both were swindled by con men claiming to be selling luxury kitchenware. Already I'd be suspicious if someone says, I've got some luxury kitchenware to sell you. What? Luxury kitchenware. I'm all right, thanks. The couple were duped out of more than $2,000 within days of each other by crooks posing as Swiss salesmen in slick suits. And driving... That's a noisy door, isn't it? And driving luxury BMWs near their house in the Costa del Sol. They bought what they believed were high-end kitchen products. What's a high-end kitchen product? I mean, what... A saucepan's a saucepan, right? I know you can get, like, really expensive knives. Like, you can get knives that aren't made of metal. They're made of, like china or something. But they're, it's like the sharpest knife in the world. They bought what they believed were high-end kitchen products, only to find they were cheap pots and pans made in China. If you've ever had one of these cars or these vans pull up, could you give us a call and let me know? Because nobody ever says yes to this, do they? You guys are too sensible. None of you believe in Ouija boards, and none of you will have fallen for this scam. You're an intelligent bunch. They bought what they believed were high-end kitchen... The 66-year-old rocker was duped into shelling out £1,064 for the kitchenware after being approached by the men. It was only when he returned to his mansion and unpacked the boxes he realised the pots and pans were nothing more than a load of old tosh. Unbelievably, Mrs. Parfitt, 56, had also fallen for exactly the same trick. Speaking out to warn people of the con, Mrs. Parfitt said, "I cannot believe we both fell for it. Why are you speaking out on the con? Everybody else in the world is too clever for that." If someone pulls up in a car and says, "I've got something that's too good to be true," then guess what? It's too good to be true. It's not true. 03453 009956. Neither of us are stupid or gullible, says Mrs. Parfitt. I mean, guys, come on. You fell for one of the oldest tricks in the trick book. It just goes to show how professional these guys are. Very good at their act. She's not talking about... I went to a Status Quo concert once. I didn't pay for it, right? And I quite enjoyed it. I like a bit of Quo. And had it gone on for 90 minutes, I would have loved it. It went on for nearly 3 hours. 3 hours of the same three chords. Mrs. Parfitt, who works as a fitness instructor, oh, well, that's good to know, said the men approached their targets in a car park and claimed to have leftover stock from a nearby exhibition, which they're willing to sell for a cut price because they can't transport it back to Switzerland. When they start loading the boxes into the boot of your car, it all looks legitimate, she said. It's only when you get home you realise you've bought a lot of cheap rubbish. So she's in a car park. Both of them are separately in car parks. A car pulls up here. We got a load of expensive luxury kitchen items that would normally cost about £5,000. You can have it for £1,000. But you can't open the box until you get home. That's the thing, isn't it? If you're going to spend £1,000, you're going to say, "I'm just going to have a quick look in the box." Don't look in the box. I think I'm just going to... Do not look in the box. Why not? You don't want to know. Ah, dear. Always on the lookout for a bargain. The Parfitts married in Gibraltar in 2006 in a £46 ceremony. I mean, £46. I can't believe anybody would fall for that scam in 2015. 03453 009956.
Something
Dog too.
Johnny Rotten is also like a big fan of Simon Le Bon as well. It's a really weird book. Afternoon, this is Iain Lee, BBC WM 95.6, here every Friday, 2 till 4, and also Saturday, 10 till 12, where tomorrow at 11:30, the phenomenon that is iPod Roulette is being played. Last week, very special guest judge, well, it was only a member of Musical Youth. Who's our special guest, Marky Mark, on this week's edition of iPod Roulette?
You am I on?
Yes, mate.
Oh, right, OK, well, it's the one and only wonderful... Just checking.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, dearie me.
I can confirm, it's... Shall
I come back to you in a couple of hours?
Please do, yeah.
Thanks very much indeed. Maybe you'll find out later on in the evening. David's on the line. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, David.
Celebs eating.
Yes.
JK.
Who?
JK from Jimmy.
Oh, flipping heck. Was he on a high chair? 'Cause he is tiny, isn't he?
Well, he was at the time, yeah. He was 15.
What?
Well, he was 15 at the time.
What on earth are you talking about?
Well, I didn't know he was going to be famous then.
Right.
I'm related to his mum a little bit.
Okay, right. Yeah, well, right.
So I went backstage at the Birmingham Hippodrome.
Yes.
You know his mum, do you?
No, I don't know. Of course I don't know his mum.
Karen Kay.
Who's Karen Kay?
The famous Shirley Bassey impressionist.
No, the famous Shirley Bassey impressionist is Joe Longthorne.
No, it's not.
It's no one does Bassey like Longthorne.
No, Karen Kay. She had her own series on BBC.
No one does Bassey like Longthorne.
No, get off.
Get out of here.
He was eating a sandwich anyway.
Who, Longthorne?
No, JK, Jason.
Karen Kay. I'm just Googling Karen Kay, right? Because I've never heard of her.
She used to do blankety-blank, Celebrity Squares and all that.
And Bassey. No, I can't. No, David, hang on a second. I'm nearly falling into your rabbit hole. No, I cannot allow a celebrity before they were famous. I can't do it.
Karen Kay was eating a Mars bar, probably.
You've literally just made that bit up, haven't you, David?
No, I'm not joking, no.
Would you ever use a Ouija board, David?
No.
Why?
No.
You're an intelligent man. You know it's rubbish, don't you?
Yeah, it's rubbish, yeah.
So why wouldn't you use it?
Because it's rubbish.
But supposing I pop round to Tamworth after the show, right, and I've got my Ouija board with me, and I get it out, you're making a cup of tea, I whack it on the table, you come back, I said, David, bring a glass over. Come on, let's have a go at this. Let's have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Would you do it then?
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Adrian Goldberg.
The exclusive interview that we had with Luke Washington, his sister lost her leg in that Alton Towers Smiler accident.
It's not been easy by any means, but we're strong and we're a close family.
In order to cheer her up, Leah's friends and her brother started an online campaign to get One Direction to meet her because she is such a massive fan.
Been notified by a friend that they're going to be recording a video message for Leah.
Adrian Goldberg, the radio presenter who listens to you.
But it was a smile on her face that what main thing, and that's all we've wanted since we started this.
Weekdays from 7
on BBC WM 95.6.
Your voice in the West Midlands. Friday afternoons with Iain Lee
on BBC WM 95.6.
Yeah, why not?
Your voice in the West Midlands.
So tomorrow, between at 11:30, we play iPod Roulette. Last week we had a gentleman from Musical Youth as the celebrity judge. Marky Mark, I believe we got a celebrity judge this week. You know who it is as you booked her. Who is it?
We have. It's Pauline Black from The Selector.
Hey, legend coming on. She's going to be the judge.
She's going to be the judge.
Do you explain to these people when they come on that they're going to be the judges on this competition?
I have.
And she's cool with it?
They're fully aware of it.
Beautiful. Oh, that'll be good. So that's 11:30.
Yeah, they are.
What did you say?
I hope. I sent the link to the last week's show, you see. Listen to this and hear what it's like.
Because we'll call her up tomorrow at 11:25, and the phone number will no longer exist.
No, I was told that she loves it.
Good. Well, I'm looking forward to it. She's a proper legend, so she's going to come on and judge it. So tomorrow, who was the winner last week?
I can tell you.
Yeah. You produced that show as well as this one, don't you?
Patrick.
Patrick, thank you very much indeed. It was Patrick who won it last week. So tomorrow we'll be touting for business for one caller. Doesn't have to be an iPod, any MP3 player. You've got to be able to set it to shuffle, and then you have a battle. You have a battle. And we see who wins. 03453 00 9956 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The papers are full of weird stories today. There's this one, and it's there's been. Do you know what? There's been a run the last couple of weeks of stories about stag weekends and stag nights. Oh, stag weekend. Is there anything worse than going out and seeing a group of lads on a stag? Yes, there is actually. I know what's worse. It's going out and seeing a bunch of hens on a hen night. Oh my gosh. We've got a bet on how many fellas she can snog. Is she the one getting married? Yeah! Oh, you see women with horny devil horns and learner plates and a wedding dress on. Run away! Run away! Run away! And stags. Oh, man alive. And there's last week it was an article about Newquay. Now Newquay is gorgeous. It's like the British surfer's paradise, but it's where everyone goes to get boozed up, really. And this one isn't in Newquay. Where is this one? It's in. Oh no, he's from Staines. He's in Bristol. Stag do groom Steve McNair caused traffic chaos when mates tied him to a pedestrian crossing. And his struggling kept turning the lights red. Steve, I mean, these are his mates. If my mates did this to me, I'd say, right, do you know what? You're not coming to the wedding, any of you. You're not my mates. How is this fun? Stay there, John. I'll be with you in a second. How is this fun? Steve, 38, was bound in cling film with just his head free for more than 2 hours. Well, I don't want to sound like your mum, but that can kill you. You know how people die when they're crucified? Do you know how people die when they're crucified? It's not the nails. It's you suffocate. You suffocate because your arms are spread open wide and you can't breathe properly. You can't wrap yourself in cling film for 2 hours. Every time he moved, his bum hit the button, causing long queues at a busy junction in Bristol. But motorists saw the funny side. Steve of Staines, that says it all really, said drivers were getting out and taking selfies. I'm probably the only bloke in the world with a bum that can stop traffic. The aircraft engineer finally struggled free and got back to the hotel where he was forced to wear a leotard, fake boobs and a wig after a weekend of go-karting and clay pigeon shooting. And here's the thing. Steve's bride, Angela, 37, said, "It was hilarious. It was hilarious." No, that's not hilarious. Spinal Tap is hilarious. Tommy Cooper is hilarious. Having your husband to be wrapped up, dressed up in women's clothing whilst being tied to a lamppost by his mates, that's not hilarious. That's stupid. John, you didn't do anything like that on your stag, did you?
No, I never had a stag do.
No, I just think it sounds hideous. And when I got married and my mates were organising a stag, I was just, lads, please, I don't want anything like that. And we had a really nice night. We went and had a nice meal on a bus that had been converted into a restaurant, and then we went and played guitars and sang John Denver songs all night. Rock and flipping roll, John.
Yeah, good. That's what you should be doing.
That's what you should be doing. What have you got for us, John?
Yeah, just quickly, I've got a couple of topics, a couple of things.
Yeah, go on, fella.
I'm going to make your show global.
Oh, please do, mate, yeah.
What it is, about the scam, about those people selling things, that happened to me. Some guy, when I was coming out of a bank from a cash point, and some guy pulled up on the Coventry Road, not far from the NEC, and he was, I think he was sort of like an Italian, or pretending to be, and turns around and says to me, "Oh, I've got all these new coats left over from the show, from the NEC. I've just done a show, and I've got these coats, blah, blah, blah." And he showed me one in the packet, and I says, no, not interested, trying to walk away, trying to get in the van. "Oh, look at this," and you could see it was rubbish, UPVC. Anyway, so that was that. So beware of that.
And how much was he trying to sell these jackets for?
He said they were worth £500, and he'll do it for £100.
I had this. Do you know what? When I was in Canada once. Don't ask me why, but at the end of my trip in Canada, Angelina Jolie kissed me. That's a fact. And I had the same thing. A fella pulled up and said he had some leather jackets that he wanted to sell, and normally they were like $300, but he'd let me have it for $50. Why would anyone think, okay, yeah, that sounds like a bargain?
Well, when it smells, it's got to be a rat, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Thank you, sir. Well, I'm glad you and me, we're cleverer than status quo.
Well, you know, they're very good, though. They're very clever. I mean, you know, the longer you live, the wiser you are.
Well,
but the other
not.
scam is what people have got to be careful of, and I've got to tell this because it happened to me just about 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I had a phone call, someone pretending to be from the bank and blah-de-blah. We've all these scams where they come around and take your credit card and you know, well, off they go. But this one, I think, is a new one. What they're trying, basically, they said, we're from the bank, are you so-and-so, blah-de-blah, my name, whatever else. Whoever it was must have had my details, obviously got my phone number, definitely got my name. From where, I don't know. But anyway, they said, yes, can we just confirm who we are? We want just the 2 digits of your PIN number. We don't want your full PIN number, we just want 2 digits. And I says, OK. I says, but that's unusual. I said, because the bank would never ask for my PIN number. No one would ever ask for your PIN number.
No.
Oh, no, we just want 2 digits and then we can confirm who we're speaking to. This is what they said. So I thought, hang on a minute. So I made up a PIN number.
Oh, sweet.
Right, so I thought, I'll give a PIN number, which I'll write down, and they said, can we just have the second and the 4th digit?
Yeah.
And I said, OK, yeah, it's so-and-so and so-and-so.
So-and-so and so-and-so, yeah.
And they said, no, that's not what's on our records.
Oh, clever!
No, that's not what's on our records. Are you sure you've given me the right second and the 4th PIN number?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, so I repeated the 2nd and the 4th. No. Are you sure you're so-and-so? So-and-so asked me my name. I said, yes, I am. I knew straight away what it was.
Yeah.
And then they said, OK, let's try again. Instead, can I have the 1st and the 3rd digit, please? Lo and behold, I've got your PIN number.
That's legendary. Well, listen, well done you for having the sense on your head not to give it. John, before you go, and I've got to go because Frankie's going to start soon. Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
What's your PIN number, mate? Thank you very much.
Summer, you can see it fading fast. So you grab a piece of something that you think is gonna last. Well, you wouldn't even know a diamond if you held it in your hand. The things you think are precious, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? You've been telling me you're a genius since you were 17. In all the time I've known you, I still don't know what you mean. The weekend in the college didn't turn out like you planned. The things that pass for knowledge I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? on my mind. After all the things we've done and seen, you find another man. The things you think are useless, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the keys? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the keys? Have you had enough of mine?
Right, that's it. That's your lot. Thank you very much, everybody. Back tomorrow, bright and early at 10 o'clock. Oh, no, that's the Beatles. Oh, blimey, go away, Beatles. Always trying to sneak in, aren't they?
Travel news in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Here's the travel with Phil.
A broken down vehicle is blocking a lane on the southbound side of the M6 between junction 10A for the M54 and junction 10 for Walsall and Wolverhampton. It's causing delays already back to Hilton Park services. It was already very slow on that stretch heading towards the roadworks between junction 9 and junction 8. Busy as well for the northbound M5 from junction 2 at Albury towards the M6. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 travel on 0330 123 3550.
Was it All My Lovin'? Name that tune.
On FM.
Freeview, digital radio,
and online.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Good afternoon. 4 o'clock on BBC WM. Welcome to the show. I'll do my best to inform and entertain. A bit of verbal sparring with David Hay on the show, former world boxing champion. He'll drop in tonight. Let's get the main news at 4 o'clock with Alice Rosenthal.
Good afternoon. A British woman who posed topless at the summit of a sacred mountain in Malaysia is expected to fly back to the UK tomorrow. Eleanor Hawkins pleaded guilty to a public nuisance offence and was sentenced to 3 days in prison, which she's already served since her arrest on Tuesday. Her family say they're relieved her ordeal's over and they're looking forward to her returning home. Ryan Temu's a tour guide on Mount Kinabalu. He says most visitors respect the cultural sensitivities.
I never experienced such an extreme act by the tourists, especially stripped naked up there on the mountain. There are some tourists which is quite stubborn, but at the end of the day, they behave pretty well as well, and everything turns smoothly at the end.
A Solihull man who groomed girls as young as 12 online and went on to strike up a sexual relationship with a schoolgirl has been jailed. BBC WM's Lucy King has more on this.
27-year-old John Dodd convinced a 13-year-old to stay overnight at his home. The relationship turned sexual when she was just 14. He'd been using a chat room in a file-sharing website, and when his laptop was recovered, police found various social media chats that included sexual incitement and indecent images of children. He admitted 19 offences and has been jailed for 11 years and given a sexual harm prevention order.
A man will be sentenced at Bristol Crown Court this afternoon for contempt of court after admitting helping a mother to go into hiding with her son after losing a custody battle. Rebecca Minnock fled her home in Somerset 2 weeks ago with 3-year-old Ethan after a court ordered that he live with his father. Police are investigating sightings in Birmingham and Cheltenham areas. And the head teacher of a Wolverhampton school has been suspended after an allegation a student was allowed to sit an exam the night before his classmates. Parents have raised concerns about exam conduct at Morton School in Bushbury. It's alleged a pupil was allowed to sit a test the night before the rest of the class because he was due to go on holiday. The school says head teacher Carl Williams has been suspended without prejudice while an independent investigation takes place.